Hi, Wes Okeke here again from Headway Idea Labs. Thing I want to mention to you today is investment dollars are not loans. And why do I say that? Because when you're a startup and you really are looking for money, I think sometimes we forget that an investment is not a loan. And so a lot of the startups are wondering why, when I talk to startups, they're wondering why won't anybody invest? This is a fantastic idea, Wes, and I've spent all this time and money, and everybody tells me that it's interesting. But if that startup or that founder hasn't thought strategically or thought like an investor, they're going to have a lot of gaps in how they're presenting their product or their idea or their strategy to the investor. And one thing investors know is, or one thing investors are trying to avoid is huge risks. And they also realize and know that the money they're providing or investing in a company is not a loan. They know that if things fail, if you mess up, if you make a major mistake, there's a high probability they won't get their money back. Now, the sad part, or statistics show, that most investments don't turn out successful. What does that mean? Probably, let's say 5 out of 10 or 1 out of 10 investments actually succeed. And what happens to the money that they invested? It disappears. It's wasted, which is sad. And so it's very important for you to know as a startup that the investments that the investors are going to invest in are not loans. And what should that do for you? It should help you think not only carefully on being strategic, but how can you avoid the risks of failure and present those risks, those strategies to avoid failure to your investors. If I meet a startup and they say, hey, Wes, here's my idea, and here's all the value it's going to provide, and here's the impact, and here's our business model, and here's our customer base, and it's huge. But Wes, here's some areas of risk that we are concerned about, but here's how we have planned to address them if they come up. Now, a startup that has done that due diligence has gotten my ear and my attention because they understand the risk of the investment dollars that would be presented or invested in their business.